A website review of johnaskew.homes.com. Thank you for taking the next few minutes out to just to learn a little bit more about what should be on your website from a story brand script perspective. We're not really going to look into it from a design perspective, so I'm not going to talk to you about colors and fonts and placement necessarily. I'm going to speak into more of the messaging on your website. It's super important that your visitors know who you are, what you do, and how to engage with you, how to begin speaking to you or working alongside you. So we're going to go ahead and dive right in from the messaging standpoint on just the homepage. So we're going to go from the top all the way to the bottom on the homepage of your website, and we'll go ahead and dive right in. First, I love the fact that you have your logo in the top left corner. Perfect. Leave that there. Kind of says really who you are and what you do right away. John Askew Custom Homes. So I kind of know already what you do. The navigation, it's fine. It's not real clear what you want me to do here. That tells me there's a lot of information. I don't really know where to begin. So what I would do is I would either hide all of this in a hamburger menu, and your website designer quirk would know what that is, or minimize it. Put 2 or 3 of the most important ones right here at the top, and then put the rest of them at the very bottom of your website down here in the footer. Okay? Now, the reason why we're doing that is because we're drawing people to the right of your website, top right corner. We want to have a big, obvious call to action button. Whoops, I hit contact. Let's go back. A big, obvious call to action button in the top right corner that says schedule an appointment. That's the goal of this home page. Is we want to draw people to that one place, right? It's like a funnel. It's the big at the top and it goes straight down to one specific thing, and that should be schedule an appointment. When I click that button, what that's going to do, it's going to send me to a place where I can fill out a form. The form can have first name, last name, email, phone number, and best time to meet, right? It'll send you an email. When you get that email, you will look at that and you can finalize and schedule that on-site or in-person meeting. So to kind of review, love the logo, reduce or hide the navigation, and a big call to action, top right corner. Now in the center here, this image is beautiful. I love the images, by the way. Your homes are beautiful. You guys do great work. So that's fine. You can keep that image there. In the center area, kind of real big in the center, right here, I would put a philosophical statement. So use your story brand, your brand script, and take something from the philosophical statement or success factors or something right here, and I would put a statement there in words. Okay, what those words are going to do is going to help me know as a website visitor that you understand what I need from you, right? So that's what that big statement is going to be. Right below it, in smaller text, be specific on what you do. We build custom homes in Fort Worth and Aledo, right? You can have that small text and it be super clear on what you do. Underneath both of those items of text, have another call to action button somewhere in the center, and it should say schedule an appointment, and it should do the same exact thing that the top right hand corner button does. Opens the form, gives me the ability to schedule an appointment. So far, if I don't ever scroll down, I should be able to know who you are, what you do, why you care and understand, and what you want me to do. And if you notice, I did that all before I scrolled down. And that's what we want. We want within the first 5 seconds of someone visiting your website, they don't need to go any further. They can engage with you and start to build their new dream home, right? So let's go ahead and scroll down just a little bit more, and let's go to the next section. The next section here, I'm including this video section and the logos that are below it. The video section is great. Videos are amazing, and I love the fact that you put a video on the website. Now, I don't really know how long this video is or what it's going to say. So, and you know this as well as I do, if I'm super busy, and if you're super busy, you're probably not going to watch that video until later when you get home. And then even when you get home, you may not, because there are other things you want to do. You want to spend time with family. You want to, eat dinner together. There's some other things you want to do. So what I would do is I would put a cover image on top of that video that says kind of what it is you're going to explain on that video. I would use this section as a way to beef up the success factors. How am I going to be successful by working with you? So you can do one or two things. You can have a video there that explains that, and then have like an image that covers that video that says something to the effect of like, what is the reason why you want to build with John Askew Homes? Or have a question or have some sort of image that helps me understand why I'm going to be successful working with you, or remove the video entirely and just use words, right? So have icons and have text that go underneath each word that use the success factor bucket to really help me understand what success looks like by doing business with you. The logos below it are fantastic. I love that you have that there. This shows me that you're legitimate, gives some authority, and helps me understand that you mean business and that I'm going to get an excellent home. So keep that. You can have it scrolling. I've seen some where I think you guys have more than just these three, where the actual logos kind of slide to the side to give more room, kind of like a slideshow, and they keep moving. You can do that, or you can have it just on the website refresh, change to different logos. But that's great that you have that on there. So I would definitely keep that on there. As we scroll down a little bit further, the next section, I'm going to include this image and the Premier Neighborhoods content below it. So this image is great. Another beautiful image of an interior kitchen of one of your homes. Beautiful, beautiful. I would maybe work in some images where there are actually people in it, maybe smiling or speaking to each other, meeting, looking, whatever, but something that incorporates, a person. And here's why. I can look at this kitchen image and I can picture myself there, definitely cooking a really beautiful steak and sitting down at that table and eating with my family. But if someone is sitting at the table eating, or they're in the kitchen cooking, and you have a picture with that, then it's easier for me to visualize myself doing that, right? It gives me some ideas on what I would be doing in that kitchen or in the family room that's behind it with the TV, right? So I would, if you have some, or in the future, if you're able to get some, it's really not pressing, but I would do that. Another thing to consider is this is a lot of space used on your website. This is a big image right here. So I would look at that real estate and ask myself, is there something that I can put there that will help draw people to that call to action that we talked about earlier? Okay, so remember, the goal is this is a funnel to get them to schedule an appointment. So what can I do here? Do I do another statement that's, words that's overlay on top of the image? Do I make the image on the left-hand side and some content on the right? Just what are some ways that you can incorporate something here? Now, maybe it's making this section smaller and then doing something different with this section here in green. This Premier Neighborhoods is a great spot where you can add a little bit more empathy. So earlier you added authority because you have these logos. It shows you mean business, you're competent, you know what you're doing. Right here in this green area, maybe show a little empathy, why you care, right? And you can do it in the form of, all the different neighborhoods that you have. But what are some things, what are the reasons why you care, And maybe use some of that empathy piece, and that's the guide part of your brand script. So you could take some of that text and use it, or rewrite it with different words, but as long as I know you care, that's a great spot for it. Let's go a little bit further down. Is let us build your dream home with the form. You have some address information and hours and that kind of thing. I don't know if this section here is really a value add. I would say that we maybe need to remove this section entirely, replace it with something else. And what you probably could replace it here with is kind of a plan. Like, here's how we help you accomplish your goals. Schedule an appointment, create your custom build plan, and begin creating lasting memories in your new home, right? So kind of share with them what how easy it is for them to work with you in the form of 1, 2, 3. And then below it, have a call to action. You cannot overdo the call to action that says schedule an appointment. So make sure that that's there. That can be, again, those 3 steps can be in the form of icons with text and that kind of thing. Your designer will know exactly what to do, but this could be a great place to have that plan in place. Now, as we go below the gallery of our homes, obviously I want to make sure, and I'm sure you do, that you showcase all this beautiful photography of your amazing homes. So keep that there, totally fine. You can even say gallery of our homes, or use words like imagine yourself, or picture yourself, or picture your family, or the memories you'll create. Nostalgia is a big deal when it comes to marketing. And if you say to someone, imagine yourself, then their brain automatically starts imagining themselves. It's almost like something just flips in your brain when you use the words imagine or picture yourself. So use some of those verbiage. Use that verbiage here. Imagine yourself in a brand new home. Imagine yourself in a tailor-made home that fits your lifestyle, something like that. And then you can have these images. Great images. I love it. Unmatched experience. John Askew Homes brings your dreams to life. So right here already, we're kind of pushing more on the authority again. Too much authority sounds prideful. I know you're not. I've met you all. You're totally not even that. And I know what you're doing here is you want to make sure they know that the people they work with, they know what they're doing, right? So if I want to build a new home, I want to be confident in the person I chose to build my home. You can still have elements of authority. Just make sure you weave in empathy. You have both empathy and authority, you're safe, right? So why do you care and why are you good at it? Why do you care and why are you good at it? So kind of mix that and then make this content be more about me, not necessarily about you, more about that I deserve the quality craftsmanship and uncompromised integrity that you offer. Okay, so, and then tour our custom homes. Should be schedule an appointment. Again, we want to schedule an appointment. Okay, and then the image, again, the same type of advice I gave earlier. If you can have some with people there, right, that'd be great too. This quote or this testimony, fantastic. Love even the design of it. So that can stay. It's another, it builds authority and empathy based off the words somebody else is saying. So, saves you the work of having to create more text. Somebody else is writing it for you. So it's perfect. Let's see, uncompromised integrity, commitment to quality, expert craftsmanship, build my dream home. Right here, I don't think I would have that there. Those are good words, but they're elusive. They're kind of like, okay, like expert craftsmanship, yeah, I get it, but most companies like you are going to say the same things, right? So what's going to separate yourself from that? One of the things that might really be good is if you start kind of agitating a little pain point, right? So maybe in this section, just very so slightly, talk about what's at stake if they don't do business with you. That will help set you apart, right? So if they don't do business with you, they might have a home that's not quality, and you can pose this in a question. Are you worried about the quality of your new home? Do you trust your builders to provide a home that's tailor-made to your lifestyle? You can have questions like that. No answers, just type the questions out. And I'm going to wonder, oh, wait, am I working with someone who has commitment to quality without saying it like you have it here? So maybe ask some questions, excuse me, that you can help avoid failure. You kind of share a little bit about what's at stake if they don't do business with you. Then not build my dream home is the call to action. We want to make sure they schedule an appointment. That's right. Again, back to that funnel. We're taking them all to schedule that appointment. All these other call to actions can be found like build my home or tour this. You can do those in different areas of the website, but the homepage, schedule an appointment. We want people to do that. Now, this section of the bottom, this is what we call the quote junk drawer. It's not really junk, but it's basically everything that could distract your visitor from scheduling an appointment. You want to push it down here. So remember earlier I was talking about the navigation that's here at the top. Maybe you want to keep 2 or 3 of the more important ones at the top with a button, the call to action that says schedule an appointment, and move the rest down here to the bottom. that's perfectly fine. Move them down to the bottom. And but otherwise, I think this is great. You have your your address, your email, your hours, your social media. Love the mission, honor God, build with high quality homes. Perfect, perfect. The custom homes by John Askew Company. You may or may not need that. You might want to reiterate the John Askew Custom Homes logo. Maybe put that down here at the bottom. You can do that too. And that's it. So that's it for the homepage. All the subpages really should support what's happening on the homepage. But all of it should come from your brand script. Now, your brand script has content in it. It doesn't have to be exact to what's the brand script, but it has to share the same concept. So you might have some text on your brand script that maybe doesn't translate very well to a website, or doesn't translate very well to print, or to banners, or to business cards, or whatever you use it for. But the concepts do what you're trying to say does. So just reword it to work for whatever different medium that you have. And so the brand script is just to help give you the content as far as what you're trying to say, not literally the words you're using. So feel free to reach back out to me if you want some help as it relates to that. I can't wait to see your updated website, and we look forward to talking to you soon. Have a great day. Thank you.